NDP. Yes, there's an NDP which the target was ending that year. In 2021 or 2022, I stand to be corrected. And young people look at the recovery focus. I was there at the conference, and young people brought out issues, especially issues of gender, that we are not mostly reflective of the NDP. And before the recovery focus was launched of the NDP, we saw that young people's resolutions were actually there. So as part of the Nayconf too, Nayconf also brought in ambassadors. We've seen in pageantry the Miss and Master Nayconf who will go and represent the country at international platforms at the end of the day. And we've also seen sports, a lot of individuals who are making waves abroad, who started their career or have had their first flyer during the Nayconf. And also we've seen a lot of youth leaders who came up as a result of Nayconf. What is the composition of the LOC? There is a national organizing committee, yes, and which is spearheaded by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. By the way, Nayconf is under the mandate of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and the mandate is given to one of its satellite institutions, that is the National Youth Council. So the National Youth Council takes the lead when it comes to the Nayconf, and then by extension, the Regional Youth Committee, that is KMYC, in the case of K.M.C, is the one taking the lead when it comes to Nayconf, and that is why I am here, and it is led by my able boss, Souda, who has been doing tremendously well. By the way, she is the first female chairperson of KMYC. And then we have the KM Sports Committee, which is led by my able boss, Mr. M. and who we call at the level of the LOC UN. Whenever there is crisis, this is UN for you, so he will be there to negotiate things at the end of the day. So the sports committee are our partners when it comes to the Nayconf, and then by extension, the local authority within the said municipality, and in our case, it is council, K.M.C, and that is why we are hosting it here. And then this brings us to who leads Nayconf. Here in our case, we are all here and in the council, and we are led by our able mayor, who is a young person, so we don't have much stress in KMC. We don't need to deal with a lot of explanations as to why Nayconf, what is all that funding for. So Nayconf in KM for 2024, we are looking at three things mainly: pre-Nayconf, Nayconf program, and post-Nayconf. So when we come to the pre-Nayconf activities, we have the launching and signing of the MOU. That is what we are doing today. We are launching the local organizing committee, and we will sign the memorandum of understanding between the host council and the line ministries, and the line ministry, that is the Ministry of Youth and Sports, under the purview of the National Youth Council. And we've already set the LOC. We have done a roadmap, and part of the roadmap is what I am sharing. And we have a budget. And I know our able councillors are here. Where are you, please? Hello? Where are our councillors? Very young and energetic. We've heard you when you said you are here for young people, and we believe that you are here for young people. So we will not have any problems when it comes to the budget, we are sure. And we also have the structures which are formed. We have the different subcommittees. The subcommittees range from the food subcommittee, which my boss would always beg me to change the name from food to something else. But I love the word food itself because it really talks about the meaning, right? So I know a lot of fooders will agree with me that food is the word, right? So from the food subcommittee, we have finance, we have logistics, we have sports, which also has 5 different disciplines: football, basketball, volleyball, draft, and wrestling. And we also have media and communications, of course, one of the most important components. And which other company did I get behind? Conference. We have the conference. We have health, which is one of the most important committees. And we have culture and academics, which is our committee of trophies. They always bring us trophies. So we also have the structures, the oversight committee, which is headed by our able Lord Mayor, and we have the heads of different subcommittees, and we have the local organizing committee. Then after this launching and sign of MOU, we intend to have a press conference to delve deep into what we are expecting when it comes to Nayconf K.M.C. And the second activity that we would expect to have in September would be an awareness raising caravan. This caravan would run through all the 19 wards within the municipality, led by the various councillors. And when we say led by the various councillors, we are not leaving behind the nominated councillors. And of course, we are going to include the National Assembly members who are part of us, and they hold a crucial thing when it comes to this, because at the end of the day, if these resolutions have to be developed into documents, it's going to make them where they are. And we would be accompanied by a lot of individuals, including prominent individuals and businessmen. So this also includes fundraising, because we realize that there's a lot of money that will go into ensuring that Nayconf 2024 is a success. So we will be naming these flags after prominent individuals within those wards, and their councillors will be identifying them. Then from July to December, that is from today to the last day of Nayconf, we will be doing fundraising. I know Mayor will be making a lot of calls regarding this. I know all of you councillors will be making a lot of calls regarding this. I know our able NAMs will also be making a lot of calls. Honorable Madi, am I right? Okay. So we are expecting that this becomes everybody's business, because Nayconf in itself is everyone's business, because it has to do with young people. Also, part of our pre-Nayconf activities under the conference, we would have 19 over 19 campaign outreach. What is 19 over 19 campaign outreach? We'll be having this sometime in October. This has to do with outreach within the suburbs, outreach within the Woods campus or ghetto, if you would want to call it. Many a times we do have most of these programs and activities, and we would leave our people within the ghettos and Woods. We would not want to do that. Like we said, we want this to be a Nayconf difference, not by words, but by action. So we want to include everybody. So we would be going to those, we will be selecting at least 19, or if there is enough funding, times 2, which will be led by our able youth councillor, Honorable K.M.C, and we will be having sensitization, especially on drug and substance abuse, which is taking a lot of our young people astray these days. And from there we will have the pre-conference proper, which is scheduled for early November. And part of the pre-conference, we would be bringing forward individuals that we have selected from the Woods to be part of the pre-conference, where their voices will be heard, where they will also feel represented, where they are not left behind, and where we are going to include every party of society. BK and now. And we are targeting 100 participants for the pre-Nayconf. We understand not all the 100 will be going for the conference proper when it comes to Nayconf. But it is good to get all those the minds of all that 100. And from there we will select our final 25 to represent us for Nayconf proper come December. What will happen in December? Nayconf. And after Nayconf, we will have post-Nayconf activities. For the Nayconf activities, I would not want to prep because we will be having a series of press conferences. Today is going to be the first. And then we will have a second one, and we will have a final one a day before the official opening of Nayconf 2024. So for the post-Nayconf, a lot of people will keep asking, what happens after Nayconf? What next? When will these resolutions be met? How will they be met? So we want to say it is everyone's responsibility for us to ensure that all of these resolutions are met at the end of the day. Let me not just sit in my corner and say I am not selected, so it's not my business. Let me mind my business. No. Please make an effort to ensure that your voice is there. A typical example is, not everyone within K.M.C sits in the council. We have given our votes to individuals who are our councillors who are representing us here. So if we have any concerns, we need to channel through them for them to take it up to council, because not everybody can sit here. When we look at the chambers, not everyone can sit here. So we have given our voice to them. So similarly, we would be giving our voice to the delegates who will be representing us at the national conference. So, who will be responsible? All of us in our various disciplines. The National Assembly members have their take when it comes to this. The councillors have their take when it comes to this. This will also help them explore and know more the issues of their different wards, and also see young people from another lens. Because most of us would see young people as oppositions or initiators of violence, but would merely see young people as partners when it comes to development. So the composition of what we have at the end of the day, it is the authorities and the young people. I didn't deliberately to have the word young, to come in between authorities, to say that authorities are not far from us. They might also be young people. And when we look at our municipality in between, we have a lot of young people within our local government authority within KM. So we need to empower them and see them as part of us and not people who are mere strangers to us. What is the budget? Everyone is toiling towards the budget. The budget is just roughly around 3.6 million. Is this not just M1 Isato? Thank you. Honorable Kero. This is okay, right? It's even small. Honorable Mansai. Best friend. Thank you, Lord. This is just. So the budget is just $3,599,265, roughly around 3.6 million only. Who care? Lord of the that. So what we are looking at, who will go with one party, because it's going to be very unfair. So tentatively, 40 to 45% of the budget, we are looking at council financing it. We know it's not going to be a problem. Please don't tell us that you have a lot of projects ongoing and so on. No, I will just give you the side eye. Please don't tell us that you have a lot of all of the. Where's Souda? Where's Souda? Okay. So when we are working on this budget, we have to not even sit down. At some point, we have to stand up and say, okay, but I know his heart will not allow you, because you are for the young people and with the young people. So we understand that all of us, when we were making our campaign promises, said we are for the young people. And this was our first priority. And we know that we are going to see this as action and not mere words. Thank you in advance. Please clap for them in advance. DPS, we are not giving you much. It's around 30%. Very good, sir. Madam Chair, you are around? 35%. I'm calculating about. So it's around 35% roughly. You are the one with the light blue. Light blue is so nice. Yeah. So that's just for central government of the Gambia. We said put young people first. Put young people first. Somebody once told me, if you want to know how serious we are, let's go back to the budget. So if you want to know how serious central government is, let's go back to the budget. 35%, is it much? Okay. So the one in green, we know all of us are going to join our hands and hearts together. Maybe July, August, September, October. I don't want to reach November. Huh? Let's ensure we get that 25%. It's not much. But if we put our hearts and our hands together, we are going to achieve this. Our hashtags. Communications is key in whatever we do. And we've had the previous Nayconf, people giving Nayconf a long name. Soon Nayconf 2024, that is the first hashtag. And the main hashtag is Nayconf K.M. Repeat after me. After me there. And am I saying your hashtag properly?
No, I don't say it the way I
Okay. When Annette was saying it, she said, Nayconf K.M. Can you please repeat after me? Nayconf K.M. 1, 2, go. Nayconf K.M. Yes, so these are our hashtags, and then we would be sharing the account for all of you who even have utilities and want to send to us for young people, by young people. Don't wait for the big numbers, don't look at the big numbers. Everything will be fine. And we'll be opening our social media handles immediately after the mayor launches. Our communications team is down there. We will be opening our social media handles. For now, the email that is working is the K.M.C email, and then we'll be opening Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram handles. Thank you very much.
Volume, right? A round of applause once more. So thank you very much. And of course, what we will do right now is a call on the most problematic soul K.M.C would ever have and see. And she is no other than Aissatou M. Feka. So, Jamari Commissioner, so the chairperson of KMYC. I give you only 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Annette. I also want to stand on the existing protocols. My task is a bit simple, but also to update you on the strategies that we put in place towards the team of the Nayconf. I am Aissatou Seka, the regional chairperson for KM. The theme for this year's Nayconf is enhancing youth participation in the attainment of the recovery focused national development plan. As we all know, youth participation is crucial for the successful attainment of the national development plan, especially in times of recovery. Here are some strategies that we put in place as a region to use to enhance youth participation in the attainment of the recovery focused national development plan. At regional level, we have put these strategies in place to enhance the youth participation in the attainment of the recovery focus of the national development plan. The first strategy that we put in place is education and awareness. We will increase awareness among young people about the National Development Plan and its goal. This shall be done through educational campaign, workshops, and training programs, and it will start with the planning of events that we are about to start. Youth representation, as we all know, this is very important when it comes to the National Development Plan. As a region, we will ensure that young people have a seat at the table where decisions are being made. We will create platform for youth representation in policy making in K.M.C. As we have already started by having 90% of the LOC members being young people to lead us in this road to a successful Nayconf. Empowerment and capacity building is very key because we believe if you're not empowered, if you don't have the capacity, you cannot lead. In that regard, we will provide opportunities for youth to develop their skills and capability by offering training programs, mentorship, and entrepreneurship support to empower them to actively contribute to the recovery plan. We will also look at technology and innovation as we believe that the world is evolving around technology. And in this, we will leverage technology and innovation to engage youth in the planning and implementation process by using online platforms, mobile apps, and social media to gather their input, ideas, and feedback. K.M.C have been leading in youth innovative initiative, which you can all be witness to, and programs, and we shall continue to give them more platforms to showcase their talent when it comes to tech. Collaboration and partnership, we believe we cannot go alone. As the saying goes, if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go with people. We shall continue to foster partnership between the government, civil society organization, the private sector, and youth-led organization. We will encourage collaboration to leverage resources, expertise, and network for effective youth participation. We will also work and continue to work on youth-friendly policies. We shall continue to advocate for policies that address the specific needs and aspirations of young people, ensure that their voices are heard in policy formulation and implementation, to create an enabling environment for youth participation. And the last but not the least is recognition and award. We believe young people have been doing a lot in the Gambia, and our young people in the municipality are expertise. We have a lot of expertise. We have a lot of young people that are into different sectors, and we believe rewarding and awarding them motivate and inspire them to do more for the region. And in this, as the region, we shall continue to recognize and reward our youth to the national. We will continue to recognize and award our young people towards the national development plan. We shall highlight their success story. We shall showcase youth-led initiative and provide incentive to motivate and inspire more youth to get involved. This we have started the initiative as a municipality, both in the youth sector and the sports sector. If we can recall, the mayor had the mayor's tournament where all the zones, all the young people that are into sport had the football tournament, and there was a very good incentive that was awarded to the young people that are in the sporting fraternity. When we look at the youth sector, last year, October, we had the Face of KM and the award night. The Face of KM gave young people platform to showcase their talent in pageantry. And the award night, we awarded young people that are into different sectors, from entrepreneurship to agriculture, and the list goes on. By implementing these strategies, we can enhance youth participation in the attainment of a recovery-focused national development plan, ensuring a more inclusive and sustainable future for the young people of the municipality and the Gambia at large. As mentioned earlier by my able Vice Chairperson, this year's Nayconf shall be an event with difference, as we all learned from in the previous Nayconfs. As it shall be a Nayconf with difference by action and not just by words. It shall be an inclusive event where the market woman will feel being involved, the ghetto boy or the ghetto man will be involved. The person with disability will also feel being involved in this Nayconf. The politician, which we have already started, you have seen it here. In the municipality, we're not leaving anyone behind. We have the support of our parliamentarians, all the councillors, and for the mayor, we all know how he has been telling us since last year. My plan is just Nayconf. We will also ensure that the religious leaders are involved, and they will continue to remember us in their prayers and guide us through this process. We will ensure the businessman, the private sector, the civil society organizations, and all the residents of this municipality will accompany us, the young people of this municipality, in this journey of success. We hereby assure all the young people from other regions a successful and best makeup in the history of Gambia ever. See you all in December 2024. Thank you.
I'd like to thank once again to all the councillors nominated, elected, national members. We would be long on your roles. I mean, we want to trend. No, we don't want to trend. We are not trend, and rely on right to not happen. All we are asking from you are comments. 30 videos to talk about Nayconf, K.M.C, and of course we also coming awards like Express, and we want shout out to everybody. The community needs to know that there is something happening. They need to see it, they feel it, and that said, I would like to call on to give a vote of thanks and is the chairperson of the K.M.C Sports Club. Just for everyone. So let's do a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. Honorable Lord Mayor, Lord Mayor of K.M.C, Chairperson, MIC, Madam Aida Jaffa, Chairperson, K.M.C Group, Madam Secretary. Now present here, Honorable Councillors present here, the media, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed delighted to represent Honorable Minister of Youth and Sport on this important occasion. Honorable Minister is unavoidable to work with us here through our initial engagements. However, he has asked me to extend his sincere greetings to all of you here present. Ladies and gentlemen, with honor, I am glad to inaugurate the National Youth Conference and Festival, anchored on the theme enhancing youth participation in the attainment of the Recovery Purpose National Development Plan. The theme for this year's convergence is not just a mere discussion, but a clarion call for all stakeholders to take a serious look at these affairs of the country's young people. Nayconf embodies the spirit of the youth fraternity of this great nation. It is no secret that the world is going through some monumental and unprecedented challenges. These challenges have thrown the world into a chaotic situation. At a time like this, our nation has taken giant strides to embark on the transformation and recovery of our path. The National Development Plan is the roadmap of this government that seeks to set the country on the right foot. And because these young people are at the plan's center stage, this plan cannot be successful without the active participation of the young people. The biggest youth gathering is Nayconf, and this time it can't continue to do business as usual. The conference of men business, and I urge the organizing committee to be committed to making sure that the events are well organized, because this is a national event. And the government is committed to making sure that the event is successful. The discussion and the interaction will enable the government to make well-informed plans that will better the lives of the young people of this country. It is no secret that the young people of this country are hardworking, and as such, there is a need to empower them through the education, skills, business, and other important sectors. It should be clear to all that the conference has many components that I need not to dive in. These components make the Nayconf special. The fact that stakeholders will create the occasion is a clear testament that the event is important, and therefore young people must try by all means to seize the moment to discuss critical analysis, national issues, and come up with the resolutions. This time around, we want to make sure that our resolutions are attainable and measurable. This does not mean that the previous ones are not. We must understand that Nayconf happens every 2 years, and we should have that at the back of our mind. It is time when young people showcase their talents, either in sports or arts, and a time when our young families are exposed to the market. They do so by building networks. We expect to see a spectacular display of culture, because a nation just has no culture is moving. As we embark on this important journey, I once again urge you all to be dedicated to the cause and make sure that you give the event the time it deserves. Proper planning and prevent problems. It is not an easy task, but it can be done successfully with ease when we all work together to do so. I thank you.
Thank you very much, DPS Lamin Cameron. Of course, we go back to Morunjai for the vote of thanks, and he's from the K.M.C.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Mayor, Lord Mayor, my task today is to say thank you in one or two words. So you shall need now to formulate the approach that I should use to be able to say thank you in one or two words. It is my honor and privilege that I stand before you today as the chairman of the K.M.C Force to express my heartfelt gratitude on this auspicious occasion of the launching of the Nayconf Global Organizing Committee. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest appreciation to our esteemed Lord Mayor, Talib and Souda, for gracing this event with your presence and for your unwavering support towards the youth of K.M.C. Your leadership and vision have always been a guiding light for us, and we are grateful for your continuous encouragement and commitment. I would also want to extend our gratitude to the Minister, to the DPS, though he's in here, but I know he's in here with us in spirit, that he's a minister that has the youth and sports concept in his mind, and he's striving very well to make sure that youth and sports development agenda is taken care of. Mr. DPS, that's our gratitude that we send it over to the Honorable Minister. To the youths that are going to participate in this event, this Nayconf is for you and about you. It is important, as I said earlier, that we're going down to the people that we are told that they were not supposed to be involved, and then we try to involve them. That is something that is unprecedented as a group. It's a good thought. This figure is a good thought. It's good that we involve people that we are left behind. So basically, it's good in that manner. Lastly, to everyone present here, I will start with the Honorable National Assembly members here present. I know we're looking forward to them, especially the National Assembly members that are within the K.M.C, as we will be coming over. And then we say we appreciate them being here. It's a gesture that they are trying to open their doors for us, and they are ready to accept us and then work with us towards the development of this Nayconf and the successful application of this Nayconf. We say thank you very much, Mr. Madi. Honorable Madi, extend this to all National Assembly members, but especially the ones within the region, the K.M.C region. I think it's about 5 or so, but yes, they will come and then actually go over to the other orders. To the councillors here, we are also saying thank you because the interactions that we have in the preparation of this Nayconf, led by Honorable Mansali, is very welcoming, because basically, anytime we are with him, he's always putting us to have a very successful and remarkable Nayconf. The ratification of the budget didn't take long, because he's so enthused about what we want to do and what we want to achieve. We'd say thank you to Honorable K.M.C. I'm single out these councillors because they are the ones that we are working directly with. But I know these other councillors that are not working directly with us are also making one selection of whatever we're trying to do. So for every councillor within the K.M.C, we're saying thank you for allowing us to mingle with you. Thank you for allowing us and anticipating that we are coming to us. We say thank you right now for the time being because we are coming to you. And here we give out a vote of thanks because after here we're going to walk over and then get the Nayconf done. Lord, maybe that's what we want to do. So I'm saying thank you in advance in anticipation of their benevolence. They are just that they would want to, lend to us concerning the budget that was presented here. And I know, since Mayor said it's a just, then Alhamdulillah, we are careful. Honorable K.M.C, I know you will be able to get them within the next week and start off plans, inshallah. We're working with the media house. Yes? This thing is going out for everybody to get it down there who are not present is because of the media house. And I know it will be given the publicity it requires. We want everybody in this Gambia to understand that we are having Nayconf. And the unique name of this Nayconf is Nayconf Cha. We got this and we love it. It was innovative and very sincere in our hearts when it was mentioned that we should take this as a slogan. The hashtag Nayconf Cha KL. This is very good. So on that note, I'll say thank you very much. We had prayers here previously with the religious leaders. They came by to involve the blessing of the Almighty upon us, and then we pray that their prayers will be accepted, so that whatever we do, whatever you do, we have to barake. So see barake, then you have your goal and it is going to be successful. On that note, I'll end where I started. We are expecting you all. We welcome you all. Under the dynamic leadership of Lord Mayor, in the Nayconf 2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much once again for thanking everybody that needs to be thanked. And thank you for being our peace agency. We really appreciate you. And of course, what we do right now is hand over the mic to the Lord Mayor of Nayconf Municipal Council and Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Ben Souda. A round of applause. He was my co-host when he walked in.
Good morning to everyone. I thank you, co-host. It's just bad habits. It came by every day. I'd like us to acknowledge the Imam Latif of K.M.C, the pastor of K.M.C, representative from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, in this case the Deputy Permanent Secretary, Chairperson of the National Youth Council, the Honorable National Assembly members, Honorable Madi Sise, Serakunda West, Honorable Musa Cham, Serakunda Central, thank you for coming. Deputy Mayor, Honorable Councillors of K.M.C, the Executive Director of the National Youth Council and fellow staff, the KMYC and its President, Madam Isaac, congratulations, for Madam Kwame. I would also like to acknowledge the members of the local organizing committee, KM Sports Committee, Chairperson of KMC Standing Committee on Youth and Sports, Babu Mansali, and of course our youth councillor in Bojang, CEO, staff of K.M.C, staff of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to K.M.C and the official launching of the Nayconf 2024. We are very proud of KM as a region. We are very passionate. We believe where K.M.C leads, others follow. We also all acknowledge, through and through, from Kakam to Koima, that K.M.C is the heartbeat of our dear country. If it's not happening in K.M.C, it's not happening anywhere else. We also have the most youthful population in the country, because even youths from other regions, when they want to find greener pastures, this is where they come. Therefore, K.M.C today boasts around 300,000 youths under the age of 35 years old. So this National Youth Conference and Festival is very, very, very important. And it's important that we do it very, very well. And inshallah, that will happen. Elizabeth mentioned a budget here. I think she tricked me. Because when I agreed to it, I was not looking at it. It is a steep budget, but it's a fitting budget, and hopefully all partners will do their part. K.M.C's part, I believe, is about 1.4 million. And we will certainly bring all hands to bear to ensure that we achieve this budget, inshallah. The Nayconf also is in December. It's not very far off, and therefore it requires everybody to work extremely hard. Big events and big organizations are not easy to pull off. It takes preparation, and it takes focus, and it takes being punctual and being serious. We know all the stakeholders present here have those qualities in them, so let's ensure we don't disappoint. It will also take us to communicate with several partners, not just at the fundraising level, but also at the implementation stage. We definitely would not like participants to come and go with complaints, or come and go dissatisfied. Therefore, we have to satisfy over and beyond. So I would implore the local organizing committee to work in my office, to work with our councillors, various committees, administration, to ensure we are doing our part and all the stakeholders are fulfilling their promises. As the saying goes, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So therefore, let us prepare to succeed, and inshallah we will. Also, with KM, our youths are facing various issues. I think youth unemployment is a major issue that is happening not just in KMC, but all over Gambia, in the sub-region. And I hope the Nayconf will address some of these issues, and this with sensitization, making people aware, both locally and internationally, some of the trials and tribulations of our daily. Of course, I had a security task force meeting not long ago. The Youth Council gave a wonderful presentation. And one of the things we are seeing, especially in KM, is the push pandemic. It is becoming a major problem all over our communities. Youths are destitute, they have lost hope, and a lot of them have turned to drugs. And they have turned to one of the worst drugs ever discovered in our country. Push, as the councillor told us, is not an organic drug, but is chemically designed drug, and even has some human parts, which is appalling. And as many youths are terming it, it is fast, and it can reach your nervous system very quickly and paralyze you equally as well. We are losing many youths to this pandemic. Almost on a weekly basis, we are receiving reports of death. And of course, there's a lot of unreported deaths occurring. And there's a lot of spin-off activities happening as a result of these drugs, which is the crime wave. Just this morning, I was receiving a crying mother whose son and their friends were part of armed robbery last night. And of course, Push had a hand in it. So therefore, this needs to be attacked. It needs to be attacked by all sectors of government, by all facets of our community, Of course, the council will take a leading role in this fight against drugs. Therefore, I ask the local organizing committee to make the fight against drugs center stage in the Nayconf of K.M. 2024. I just had a small whisper with Isaac as well, and I was shocked to learn that we were defeated by the West Coast region last Nayconf. It's surprising news. But certainly, in this Nayconf 2024, we will defeat the whole country, and by a huge margin this time. We will not only host, but we will win by a large margin. K.M.C cannot be defeated. I think I was not concentrating, but inshallah, if need be, I will even participate physically in this one. So without further ado, I thank everyone for coming, I thank everyone for participating, and I therefore launch Nayconf 2024 Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lord Mayor. That was a good one. Mayor Gaya. Set. Why Mayor who came, Naga? Nayconf KM.
Nayconf check KM.
Mayor Gaya. Thank you very much for that brilliant and of course inspiring and motivating, really getting us to task. Thank you very much for the official lunch.
mbokk yi ñu ngi leen di nuyu bu baax a baax di leen ziar yéen ñi ngi saa su nekk rek yéen ak ñi daal di ànd ak ñun ci seen télévision bu mag bi le di Al Bashir TV mbokk yi tey nag ñi ngi fii ci diwaanu K.M.C biñ fi yegsee nag fekk nañ fi ndaje bu mag boo xam ni am na fi waaye niñ koy waxee rek nettali ci làmmiñu boromam ba tax na dañuy daal di jox ki nga xam ni moom mooy soxna Annette bu ko defee rek moom mu daal di ñuy tënkal ci mbir mi nga xam ni xewoon na fi lépp rek mbir mi naka la daal di demee soxna si ñu ngi lay nuyu di la ziar ci Al Bashir TV asalaamaaleykum.
waaleykum salaam jërëjëf si nuyu bu rafet ba bu sela bi di jaajëfal képp ki nga xam ne mu ngi seetaan Al Bashir TV online di la wax ne li fi xewoon nag si gàttal mooy Kanifing Municipal Youth Council bi ñoom nag ñoo war a dalal Gambians yëpp ndaw yi nekk si dëkk bi yëpp ñu ëpp 2 junne ak juróomi téeméer suñ ko waree xayma 2 junne ak juróomi téeméer ndaw dinañ jógee si dëkk bi North Bank URR CRR NBR Banjul Brikama West Coast ñëpp dinañ leen fi dajale su décembre jotee incha allah li tax ñuy dajale ñii nag moo nekk ñaari at bu nekk dañ dee am li ñuy ooyee National Youth Conference bi nag li ko tënk mooy jotaay ndaw la bi nga xam ne dañuy dajale ndaw yi si réew mi yëpp bim dooree ay diiri jamono bim njëkk a dooree dañ ko daan def pour jongante waaye jamono ñëw na bi nga xam ne léegi dañ ko def maanaam conference boo xam ne dañ faa indi di waxtaanee soxla ndaw yi li leen itel li ñuy jànkuwanteel ak naka lañ ko war a saafaralee so su ko defee si biir conference bi ak sporting activity képp loo xam ne ndaw yi d'accord nañ ne loolu la leen war a jàppale ñu ànd si ak National Youth Council bi ak Ministry for Youth and Sport ndaw ñi dañ dee yóbbu seen luñ waxtaanee luñ d'accord ak luñ bugg a def dañ ko yóbbu si ñooñu su ko defee ñooñu ñu xam ne ndawi dëkk bi lii moo leen soxal lii mooy seen problème te nii lañ bëgg a ñu solver ko mooy maanaam recommendation bi ba tey nag at bi si 2024 last year Banjul year before last 2022 Banjul la woon this year di 2024 biir K.M.C la moo xewee moo tax ñu ne Nayconf ca KM wala suñu Nayconf 2024 lii nag li ko tax a jóg nag mooy dooleel ndawi Gambia ndawi réew mi ak lépp loo xam ne soxal nañu.
macha allah mu nekk lu am solo ndax mënoon nañoo xam budget bi ci nu mu toll.
lii moo tax ma ne oyal kinta budget bi yëpp suñ ko waree xayma mu ngi war a toll si ñeneenti junne ay $4 million suñ ko waree xayma yëpp mu ngi toll si $4 million.
ok ñu jaajëfal la wax ba léegi rek mbokk yi nee naa leen tey nag ñi ngi fii ci biir K.M.C ci ndaje bu am solo boobu la dañuy daal di jox rek ki nga xam ni moom mooy Baboucarr Mansali kilifa gi ñu ngi lay nuyu salaamaaleykum.
waaleykum salaam Fadiga jërëjëf ñu ngi leen a fay comme noo ko waxee rek Baboucarr la Mansali kansulo bu Talinding North waaye bu ma ñëwee fii tamit yàlla def na ne man lañ taana man maa nekk am chairman youth and sports maanaam lépp loo xam ne wàllum tàggat yaram la ak yëfi ndaw man maa ko élif fii léegi su ñëwee fii lu munti ñëw si man la ko mayor de direct man tam am naa committee booba dama day toog ak sama committee ñu waxtaan ñu seet lan lañ mën a def as a council ñu advice council bi administration ñoom ñu follow su loolu noonu so si gàttal loolu mooy suñu liggéey aside nu ñu nekkee council suñu woot waaye tamit am nañ beneen baxna buñ sol boo xam ne daal pour municipalité bi la so loolu moo waral tey ñu ñëw fii nii ñu ngi waajtaay festival boo xam ne is the biggest festival in this country that is the National Youth Conference ñu xamee ko si Nayconf daf di am tàggat yaram dafa am wàllum jànga dafa am wàllum aada ak cosaan dafa am lu bëri loo xam ne daal dañ ko dee mun a def si suñ communities te tamit dafa am solo because lu bëri luñ fa dee waxtaan moom leen di yóbbu si néegi député ya pour ñu seetu pour député yi ñu def ko si loi réew mi pour dëkk bi nguur bi mu bàyyi si xel boo bëri na si lu bëri luñ dee waxtaanee si foofu noonu si affaire yi ndaw soo bàyyi xel fii tey yaa ngi gis commencement bi mayor bi nga xam ne mooy mayor K.M.C ak chairperson national KMYC luñ fi gaaral kaddu dem nañ ba laal loo xam ne daal moo leen bi àddina si moo nekk affaire yi course bi affaire yi drogue bi nii wan nañ si ba wax nañ yaa ngi dégg mayor bi mu ne ñun as municipalité bi dañoo jël ay jéego yoo xam ne daal dinañ si taxaw bokk si ñuy xeex loolu noonu mu génn suñ dëkk bi wala mu wàññeeku fii bu torop so lii moo nekk matuwaay yoo xam ne daal bëgg nañ koo def pour xeex dis drogue boo xam ne daal moom moo nekk moo lembe àddina si te Nayconf daf dee ambiance trop because bii te pare ñun ñoo ko host maanaam ñun ñooy njaatige at bi 2024 Nayconf dañ ko am fii biir KM moo tax suñ gars yi ñu génne slogan ñu nekk Nayconf ca KM Nayconf ca KM te ñëpp a war a bokk ñoom cukaa nuñ ko dee waxee because ñun last Nayconf bi buñ def Banjul participate toon nañ ñun as a council boobu moo nekk suñ jëlbeen yoon ñu participate si Nayconf waaye bi yoon mooy suñ second time ñu war a participate si Nayconf am nañ si ideas am nañ si xam-xam te dinañ taxaw ñu gis ne daal ñu represent municipalité bi ñun soo demee si competition loolu bëgg rek mooy am ndam te bu si yàlla àndee comme mayor nu mu ko waxee beneen bi amuñoon noonu ndam Brikama moo ñu rawoon waaye bii ñun ñoo ko host dañoo make sure daal ñu jël lépp duñ bàyyi dara mu des ginnaaw so lii lañ am si gàttal te ñu ngi sax Gambien si rawatina ñu toog ca KM councilor si la député yi la ñoom yëpp ñu ngi leen a tax businessmen business women institutions ñoo xam ne daal ñu ngi within the municipality dañ leen a fekki dañ leen a gis ñu nemmeeku leen ñu waxtaan ak ñoom ñun xeebuñ dara lu waay am nga contribute ko di nga gis ne daal Nayconf bi ñoo host mu am a very successful Nayconf ca biir KM te ñu ngi gërëm media houses yu fi teew yëpp rawatina BACHIR TV te am nga rek ñinaa ngi jël suñu xibaar yi di ko tasaare mu dem ba nit ñi xam lan moo war a am ca KM maa ngi la ne gardening boo xam ne daal ndaw yi lu mel ni 2000 ndaw ñoo de ñëw together is the biggest gathering te gathering boo xam ne la président bi dafa de nekka so fu président bi dee bàyyi soxlaam mu ñëw kon nga xam ne loolu nekkul event ni caaxaan so ñu ngi ñaan ñëpp nañ dugga si programme bi si jàmm ñu jeexal ko si jàmm kilifa diine yi ñëw nañ fi bu sëriñ ak bu chrétien dégg nga liñ fi def ñaanal nañu te ñu ngi ñaax nañ continuer du ñu ñaanal ne ñu dugg si event bi si jaama ñu jeexal ko si jaama. jërëjëf
jaajëf ñu jaajëfal la.
jërëjëf man tam kontaan naa trop. jërëjëf te di sas suma naataango councilor si xam naa dinañ ñu jàppale politiciens si dinañ ñu jàppale nañ si jàppa suñ ko jàppee rek suñ municipalité bi lañ ko defal bu si yàlla àndee rek luñ bëgg ñu ñëpp dinañ ko am jërëjëf.
jërëjëf ay wax ñu daal di koy jaajëfal mbokk yi loolu nag moo nekkoon Nayconf ca KM mu nekkoon ndaje bu am solo gis ngeen nag moom kansula yi niñ ko daal di àddoo ak ñi ñëwoon ci jotaay bi yëpp waaye gis ngeen sax moom mayo Ahmed Talib Ben Souda ci kàddu yu am solo yooyu le mu daal di yëy yàbbi kon mbokk yi nag mbir maa ngi noonu tey lii moo daal di xewoon fii nee naa nag ngir daal di dooleel li nga xam ni moom mooy ndaw mi rawatina ndawum réewum Gambia nee naa nag loolu moom moo tax a jóg li nga xam ni moom mooy projet bi kon mbokk yi ñu jaajëfal leen ci seen biir télévision Al Bashir TV ngeen àndoon ak Khalilou Fadiga ñaa ci micro bi ànd ak moom Baye Mor ci li nga xam ni moom mooy caméra bi ñu daal di koy jaajëfal mbokk yi jërë ngeen jëf